All right, so I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, how many of you did the practice only yesterday or today? How many? How many of you did it over the weekend or even last week? Sarah, you did, right? Sarah, you did very early, right? You know how I know not? Okay, I'm gonna show you.
I'm pretty sure there's like 2 different sets of papers, so I'm pretty sure like different people were like different.
Correct. They uploaded. Remember last week I said that I'm going to do the same.
Yeah. So I needed to do like 2 worksheets.
I saw some of the questions were the same as the last opening. It was the exact same.
Correct. Now, so whatever is inside the portal now is the one we are focusing on. Okay? That's the only one we are focusing on. So you don't have to go and try the new one, etc. Don't have to worry. Okay, so if you can go into the portal to look at the questions again, try that. Okay, so when I see like Timothy, I knew it. He must have done it very early. Okay, then I saw Sarah also did. Okay, and then I saw Tanishka also did. Just a few of you. I think that's all. Nobody else did the worksheet. Only like 8 of you, 9 of you. Okay.
I did the worksheet on Sunday.
Yeah, your answers are all missing. I wonder why. Your answers are all missing. Can you see that? Okay. So right. Don't do anything here. I see that some of you either, I hope it's unintentional, you accidentally deleted certain things, and that should not happen. Okay, that should not be happening. All right. So if I see that, then I think if this goes on, I will stop. I will stop doing this, and then nobody gets to see this particular. Something is wrong here. Everyone has access, right? Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, never mind. Anyway, I put everybody as viewer. I changed it because I think you don't have to edit. Okay, I will put the answers in. Okay, and then after the lesson, I will allow you to edit accordingly. That means you have to think about your answer, put it in. So I'm not going to allow anybody to do any more edits here. All right, because you know people's effort to do the answers, then accidentally gets deleted. That's not very nice lah. Okay, yeah. So let's look at our worksheet question. Where did we stop? Okay, I will be rereading some of your answers here for question 1 to 3. We actually, if I'm not wrong, we stopped somewhere, question 4, right? Yes or no? How many of you remember that? Question 4. Yes, wonderful. Okay, so I think we did this last week. Okay, and then most of you who have done, let me see. Yeah, correct. Why are we doing this again? Because remember last week, Evan, I said that many of you should be able to answer, correct? But you're not writing the best answer yet. Do you recall? And I want you to help you to get to where you should be getting, okay, like maybe even AL2, AL1. But with the kind of answers that you are giving me, I don't think you can score that. So I want you all to try again and I'll remark your work. Yes, that's why you need to redo. You forgot, right? I gave you all a lot of feedback, last week. So you need to try again because that will close the loop. That will show me, that will really show me what you understand already, what you have not understood. Go on, let me see. There's somebody waiting. Okay, let's see. Good. Now, so we talk about this. Both of these fruits actually have hair. And the question is, how do the hairs actually help in the growth of young plants? They are actually fruits, remember? They are not young plants yet. So what you need to do is talk about their dispersal. Then they are going to, the seed inside the fruit will germinate and then grow into a young plant, right? So when these happen, when they are being dispersed, they are very far away from their parent plant, correct? And under the right condition, they will germinate and they will turn into young plants, and the young plants will grow well because there's less competition. So less competition for what? For space, for sunlight, for mineral salts, for water, all these you have to remember. Okay? Then next question. This is the one we didn't really have time to go into it. Correct not? You all recall? So the diagrams below show the seed dispersal of a plant. Which fruit, P or Q, is more likely to belong to the plant? Explain your answer. Okay, they talk about wind direction. Why do you think they want to talk about wind direction here? Teja?
Because the plant fruit B is dispersed by wind.
They want to test and see whether the fruit actually is dispersed by wind, right? Yeah. So when they give you information like this, now we look at this information, this picture. Do you think, okay, the fruits here are dispersed by wind? Does this diagram tell us that the fruits are dispersed by wind? Then what do you think then? Do you think it is dispersed by wind? You can unmute yourself. Oh, you're typing. Okay, I'm asking Dan about this diagram. Are y'all seeing my slides? Are y'all seeing my slides here? Can see? Can see, right? So my slides actually show, okay, there's wind direction. This is a parent plant. This is young plant. So do you think this particular plant, right, is dispersed by wind? Its fruits, is it dispersed by wind? Yes or no? Okay. Some say yes, all right. Anybody says that no, it should not be dispersed by wind? Anyone? Nobody says so. Okay, put out your hand for those who say that this particular one is not dispersed by wind. Nobody? Hanin, only Hanin. Teja. Who else? Who else think that this? Okay, Sarah. Who else? Mistake. Yeah, we are right. It's not dispersed by wind. If it is dispersed by wind, where should the young plants be growing? If this is my tree, and then got a lot of fruits, example, anyhow, then wind blows, okay? And then the fruits are very small. If they are dispersed by wind, the wind will blow all the seeds to this side. Will there be seeds here? Will there be seeds here? No, because the wind is blowing. It's blowing the seeds to somewhere else. Blowing the fruits to somewhere else. Oh, Gordon, now you say it. Can y'all see that? So very good. Okay, Hanin, very good. Sarah, very good. Teja, and then very good. Who else? Tanishka and Misty. We got the right answer. It's not dispersed by wind. It's dispersed by animals. So are you able to tell me now? Okay, you go back to these fruits again, P and Q. Which one is the one that is being shown here? Is it P or is it Q? Answer is Q. Because Q, you look at the fruit again, this has got stiff hair. This is soft and feathery, sure dispersed by wind. Okay, so this one is wind. Small and feathery, whenever you see these words, right, then it's wind. This one is by animals. Why? Because the stiff, okay, if you can't see it, if I zoom in, zoom, you will see that all these are got hooks. What are these stiff hair with hooks for? It will hook on to the socks of our of us. It will hook on to the fur of animals. Yes or not? Okay, then understand now? So it serves to hook on to the clothing, the fur, the socks. Then when we move to other places, sometimes the hooks comes off, it will drop onto the ground. And if it's a favorable position, there is warmth, there is oxygen, there's water, then it will grow. Evan, what do you say? You want me to repeat what? It's not P. P is wind dispersed. In the diagram here, if this is dispersed by wind, why are there young plants here? You get it? So even when there's wind blowing, it didn't affect. If the wind is blowing and then your parent plant here and all the young plants are here only, then yes, this is wind dispersal. But I have strong wind blowing, blow, Evan, blow and blow, but I still got young plants everywhere here. Then how can it be dispersed by wind? Why not? This one is a thinking question. So obviously, all right, the young plants is growing at places and not affected by wind. You might want to write this down. This will help you. Not affected by wind. The moment you can write that down, you know that, oh, okay, then no matter how hard the wind blows, okay, the fruits will be dispersed in this manner. And then I have fruits, young plants all over the place. Okay, can or not, Evan? Understand now? Very good. Okay, so answer is Q. Very long, right? The answer here. Okay, don't worry. I'm going to read your answer and I tell you in PSLE, every question might have many acceptable answers. So don't think that it is going to be just, okay, only these few they mark for. No such thing. Hold on. I think somebody's in the waiting room, is it? No, don't have. I don't have. Okay, scare me. Right. I think the worst thing for me is to know that there are some students who are in the waiting room. Okay, look at this now. Your answers. Okay, Sarah. Let me see. Okay, Sarah, your answer will not be shown here, right? Okay. But you did this already, isn't it? Correct, not Sarah? So don't worry about it. Okay, what you can do is you can type. Okay, so you can type Timothy also, type and paste in the chat box. I will copy and paste into the Google Sheet. All right, so let's see. Okay, I'm wondering, hold on, please, okay. Is this? So that I can see better. Okay. Yeah. So Adam, you didn't do 4B. Right. So you should be able to do 4B now after I explain to you. Timothy, you might want to give me your previous answer again for 4B. Why is it that I don't want to go back to the 1st August? Because I think there were quite a few answers that disappeared. Okay. So let's come back. Let's look at this one first. Then y'all give me the answer. I'll just put it in for you. Can? And don't worry, Timothy, if you think that, hey, what about that worksheet? Will mistake go through? There'll be time for us to go through. Can? I'll be sharing the questions there bit by bit with all of you. All right, because next week onwards, we are doing full exam paper revision. Did you do? Evan? Let me see. No, you didn't. Yeah. I don't, when I exported, I didn't see your answer. Oh dear, really? Okay, let me write down. I'll check for you. Can Evan? It was the previous work.